everything on Amazon.
Just from driving around, picking things up.
Mm-hmm.
Save that gas money.
Yeah.
Make those Amazon helicopters drop it off.
Fuck. Driving to and from here twice today is not good on saving gas money.
Especially not in a big ass truck.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I need to sell that thing.
Why twice today?
I pay more. I have to pick up some shit for the stream.
Ah.
I pay more in insurance than I do in gas. I drive so little now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I actually have always paid more in insurance than gas.
Really?
Yeah. I
guess I did too until I got
like
the truck.
once every 4 or 5 weeks.
Until I got the truck. Man, I need to sell that thing. The thing is probably my biggest like money loss right now.
Probably, yeah.
By far. You guys want to buy a truck?
Gas guzzler. Yeah, sure. $250.
No, I need a little more than that.
All right, $300 in Best Buy gift certificates.
Okay.
Now
we're
we're
talking.
That's new mic money.
That's right.
Yeah, shit.
Best
You
Buy
get-
mics.
Get a bunch of new mics for that much.
Do they actually sell stuff like that?
I've seen the Yetis.
Not like
but
XLR
maybe
mics.
not these ones.
These USB mics. You'd have to go to a music shop for these. Where the music happens. I'm just going to put out a couple social medias. Fuck, it's 6:18, but it feels so late.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's all right.
Clocks.
Let's do a 45-minuter, boys.
Yeah, there's only 3 of us. We can't support
200 hours.
Oh. Especially when Kev has no games played. Oh.
I played a little bit more Red Dead,
Spoilers.
and that's almost it.
Nice.
I know another game you played.
Yeah, so do I.
Was that the one you didn't tell us about?
Yep.
No.
Ooh.
No, he secretly did tell us
Yeah.
about it a bunch.
But not.
He hemmed and
Yeah.
hawed. He's like, maybe I'll play this game. And actually said, maybe I'll play the exact game he ended up playing. From time to time.
Time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Talking.
I was actually thinking about streaming a little more this weekend because I was jonesing to play more, but then I couldn't sit in my chair.
Oh, the box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The box getting you. Man needs yoga in his life.
Fuck, this is the first time it's happened in like probably 4 or 5 years, so
Damn.
I mean, you gotta take your streaks where you get them.
Mm-hmm.
What if yoga pushed it to like every 10 years? I guess you'd have to do a lot of it. That'd probably not be worth it. I'd rather just have a sore back for one day than do,
Then 10 minutes of yoga?
10 years
10
of
minutes
yoga.
10 to 20 minutes of yoga every day for 10 years. That's quite a bit. You add the numbers up, add the hours up.
That's right. It's almost not worth the preventative medicine.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Fair
well,
enough,
if it is
yeah.
broke and it takes too much time to fix it,
Don't fix
don't
it.
fix it.
This is the 250th episode, kind of.
Really?
Of
Yeah.
the Talking Reckless podcast.
The numbers don't matter.
Been down since day one-ish. I was wondering if he could come fill tonight, but the stupid Edmonton Oilers are playing.
No.
So the man has other obligations.
Is he in the booth at the games?
No, he's
Oh.
he's got some shit for the station he has to do after.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
hit up the
cares
bars and
about hockey.
That's what I tried to
Yeah.
tell him.
Oh.
Nobody cares about hockey. I don't. Do you care about hockey?
Who the fuck cares?
Do
I don't know
you
who's on the
care?
team
the man
anymore.
wearing a San
Apparently.
Jose Shark shirt. Do you
As soon
care
as, soon
about
as I
hockey?
said that, I looked down and I'm like, oh shit.
Hi, Oliver. That's okay. I hope you're feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver's in the chat.
Hey, Oliver.
Sorry about your foot.
Yeah, toes probably.
Dang.
Yeah, all swollen.
Yeah, that's no good. My fingers swell now that it's October again. That's fun.
Just the
November.
feel the weather in your bones.
I do.
Yeah,
With
no.
my hands.
Sometimes it happens to me in the mornings when I'm going to work,
Yeah.
and then you get inside and warm up, and then
Big knuckles. Big
fixes itself.
Big knucks. That's what they call me. Matty Big Knucks.
Nobody
bad.
calls you that.
Yeah.
Everybody calls me that. Everyone.
From cracking your knuckles.
So many people.
Your
That's
knuckle
not
crackle,
true.
aren't
That
you?
doesn't do that. If anything, it decreases arthritis.
I'm more of a neck cracker. I'm more of like the tendons in the neck,
Mm.
and like back, and yeah, knuckles, yeah, everything. I'm a cracker. When I get up and out of bed in the morning now, it's like Rice
You
Krispies.
can't say that.
It's like Rice Krispies. I'm one of nature's crackers. You know, I love to crack, and I love crack.
Love being cracked.
Love
Yeah.
being cracked. I actually really love being cracked. You
Oh,
go
it's
to
good.
the chiropractor, he just sits. Oh yeah.
Getting cracked.
Right down the spine.
Mm-hmm. What happened to your back, Kev? Oh, it's his
Uh,
heel. It's his heel, he says. I can't tell if he's saying it's his heel or he's turned heel. But heel, yeah, heel. Hey, Chadsy. Thanks for your look, brother.
No, I just slept wrong.
Wish you
So
go.
that's usually how it happens. Unless I'm like, well, now that I'm not stressing my back all the time at work,
a
it's
lot
like
better.
I usually don't do something that fucks it up like that. It's usually something really stupid. Like the time before this, a couple years back, carrying in the groceries.
Oh,
way,
no.
way she
Yeah,
goes.
it was
It's trying to carry in all the groceries. Like,
well,
man.
it was from Costco, so they had the
Oh,
box,
yeah.
right?
Fuck.
So they put it in the box. Then you're like, well, I don't want to make more than one trip.
Hmm.
Well, technically, it was like 4 trips anyway, but I don't want to make that 5th trip.
No.
Sometimes it just goes. As you get older and older, sometimes she just goes.
Yeah, it's just the way she goes.
I like
That's why they say the way she goes.
way she goes. Yeah, and she went.
Yeah.
Boners and VLTs ruined the whole night. I tore a shoulder muscle like in my shoulder just by opening the car door one day when I was like in college for like, so I wasn't doing any hard work or anything. Just like open the door, just I'm down. It was bad. It was real bad.
Well, shit.
It's just the way she goes.
Turns out you were old back in college.
I was very old for a day, and then it was fine
Got
after.
better.
Young
Yeah.
again.
Oh, better. We're gonna start our podcast, everybody. If somebody pops on by in the chat, just let them know we're doing the thing, and we don't look over there. If they ask if we play Fortnite, the answer is no.
No.
If they say Ligma, please time them up. All right, let's do a show. Is it really the 19th? Is that
That
is
is
the
tomorrow.
correct day? I'll put my phone on silent like a professional.
Oh, shit.
I'll leave it on vibrate. That's still cool.
Nice.
No one
Like-
texts me anyways.
What is Shadow? Should we look at Shadow the Loot Box before we go?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Is
Okay.
that like what the fuck are you talking about? Is it a game? Is it
It's like a weird little indie game I saw on the Switch eShop. It was $8. Shadow the Loot Box. It's like a satire on all of modern gaming's flaws. So the main enemy is loot boxes. So you're running with a gun, killing them.
the
You're not
hero should be loot boxes?
And sorry, I misspoke. You're not allowed to run until you buy a loot box, get experience, and unlock the ability to run. Then you further have to buy experience to jump, experience to increase your shotgun damage by 1. That's just one of the levels. Another one is endless gameplay from like the Skyrim kind of thing.
Mm.
So you do the same quest 4 or 5 times just to go through the level, but it's endless gameplay, nonstop.
Nice. That sounds very meta.
Mm-hmm.
You get DRM errors apparently.
Yep, that's one of the levels. One of the levels just isn't complete, so it's early access. We'll finish this later.
Yeah, sure. That's all right.
That's funny. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, the industry's fucked, everyone. Check it out.
Check it out. $4 on Steam, $8 on Switch.
Look how dead video games are. Let's make a game about it.
It's funny.
We're all living in the shadow of the loot box, Bryce. It's too real. It's too real.
And the name, also great. Everything's Shadow of the Blank.
It's ripping on Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the Colossus, Shadow of the Batman.
That's not a thing.
No,
that's not a thing.
that's not a thing.
That's not a thing.
Damn it.
Name other shit. Name one other Shadow of.
Mordor.
Shadow. Oh, I was gonna say that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Touche. That's well played. Name one other
Damn it.
other
I'm
Shadow
out, I'm out.
of.
Ooh.
Have you seen Bryce talk about Haunting on the House Hill Legacy?
I will. Spoilers for everyone.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
If people
Oh,
want
yeah.
to hear that.
Our weekly Blizzard stock update.
Oh,
It's still down.
No, but up.
Went down another 5% yesterday.
Oh, no.
Or today, I guess, as it were.
I can go run my my statistical analysis on it. You want me to see if I see any patterns, like any like converging wedges, maybe? What do we look? Are we looking for maybe like a topside breakout? Let's see the graph.
The graph is.
How's our fibs? How's our Fibonacci's?
It went up a little bit and
Is
then
that-
back down.
Is that bouncing off a 1618? It looks like that might be a 1618 rebound.
So we're gonna be getting there.
I thought I might want to be an investor man once upon a time.
The 1 year is
Whatever that's called.
not as bad.
That's due for an upturn.
Yeah.
December 7th, gonna spike.
What's is that when?
Rastacon's Rumble drops.
Oh, the new
Or
Hearthstone.
or it'll do like one of these.
Yeah. Yeah. They always get a big spike right
You
at
gotta
expansion.
you gotta
hit.
rise
and then
ride that bad press that is just endless bad press
Mhm.
from that Diablo game.
Oh, It's gonna be a fine video game.
I am excited.
I'm excited for the loot boxes it's gonna have.
It's gonna take
What?
over.
It's a mobile game. Of course, it's gonna have loot
Free
boxes.
mobile game. Yeah, obviously.
No, I didn't know it was going to be free.
I guess we don't know. It's gonna
Yeah,
be free. I assume it is.
Could
though.
be $80.
The game. Well, is the game that it's a reskin of free? Because that would.
No, well, the game that it's a reskin of is free.
So
yes,
it'll
with,
probably-
with
okay.
microtransactions.
Probably would think
Yeah, I
it's
didn't look
free.
into it.
And the company that they hired to build the game for them is known for making freemium games.
Could.
And that's what Blizzard's known for now. Overwatch, Hearthstone.
Oh, Hitman. I played Hitman. I gotta remember. Write Hitman on my page. Here, I'll write Hitman.
You got
on my
this.
page.
Did you kill William H. Macy?
Sean Bean is not there until
yes.
Monday or Tuesday.
Damn.
What else did I play? Played something else this week.
More breath?
A little bit. Not really.
You played.
Now that video games are out, I kind of forgot about that actually.
You played Dragon Age.
Played Dragon Age.
What?
Yeah. We've been playing that for a while. We're working on it.
You played Surviving Mars expansion.
Survive. That was what I was thinking of. The Surviving Mars expansion, which is I think called Space Race. Space Race. Thank you.
Can I borrow that pen?
Do you
Yes,
BYO
yes.
pens for the podcast?
No, that was on the table here. I usually do.
Bring
but
that
I
one from
forgot.
home.
Always have a pen.
Here's
on
one
yourself.
I prepared earlier.
Acha. RDR2. Ooh.
All right, let's do a show.
Yeah.
It's November the 19th, 2018. Welcome to the 250th-ish edition of the Talking Reckless podcast. I'm Matt Eads, joined by Kevin Barr.
I'm excited to be here for the 250th episode of the show.
Bryce Zenek is also joining us.
I'm very excited. 250. Thank you.
To 250th-ish. It's
Ish.
great.
Plus or minus. It's fine.
And it's great to have you at home here for the 250th-ish edition as well. We had late minute cancel. Just the three amigos here today. The three desperados, you know, the Arthur Morgan, the Javier Escuela, and the
I prefer the Despacitos.
the Despacitos, the Despatritos.
Isn't there? Because there's two guys in the Despacito band who sing, and then there's
Justin Bieber.
I thought there's like 5 people featured in that song.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know.
Neither do I.
I do know, but I'm not prepared to disclose that I can't tell you the real answer because I don't want to.
Can't break the kayfabe.
Exactly. Tip my hand too much. How's it been going, everybody?
Excellent.
Did we have a holiday or something last
Yeah. Last Monday was
Remembrance Day?
Day.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. All right. Everyone have a great long weekend?
Yeah. It was fine.
Long-ish.
Yeah. It was all right.
Prices was
Existed.
terrible.
Yeah, it's never long for me.
No?
Equally long.
Not
always.
long enough, eh?
Yeah, not long enough.
Never long enough for Bryce. I've
Oh,
heard that about
geez.
Do you always got to work on long weekend holiday days, or do you get it off?
I just always work Sunday to Thursday, no matter what.
Oh,
Rain or
okay.
shine.
Hell or
Unless it's
high water.
Christmas.
In which case,
You got to pick
Just
up
not
the
that
extra
day.
Christmas
Yeah,
Day as
yeah.
well. Yeah. I'll be working Christmas this year.
Ooh, lame.
You-
But $1 million,
Shrug.
Are you-
two and a
are you
half.
talking about working Christmas on the Talking Reckless podcast stream that you do every day?
That's right, Kevin. The Talking Reckless podcast stream that I do every day. Over on talkingreckless.com/live, or you can find us Talking Reckless Podcast on Twitch. Come hang out with us. Come chill. Come see what goes into making the sausage. Come see how video games are come see how the science is run on them, how they're ranked, how to make a list of every single video game ever made and rank them from best to worst. We're doing it. 27 or 28 games done. Only
Thousands and thousands and thousands more to go.
I would think probably hundreds of thousands. I mean, because what?
I don't know
there are
about hundreds of thousands.
There's probably a lot of like.
I mean, like original NES had like 700 titles.
I'm gonna
Super
say-
NES had like 500
I'm gonna say the
titles.
PS2 had at least a few thousand by itself.
Yeah, maybe.
So many jank indie games which no one ever played. Don't even know exist.
Those are all video games.
And now,
Exactly.
we
now
gotta
that
check 'em.
Steam exists, it's like, hey, do you want to put out a game on Steam and charge people 14 cents for it?
Oh yeah,
Because you can.
because you can get the stickers, and then the stickers will sell more than the game.
Apparently, the PlayStation 2's library only contains over 850 games.
What does
Well,
that even
I
mean?
mean, that could mean, it could mean anything.
I assume it's like probably less than 1900, or they would have said over 900. That seems low.
I mean, it's just
Doesn't
like when
it?
they say we haven't had an accident at this job site in.
Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Wikipedia says more than 3,874 game titles have been released for the PS2 since launch.
So that means there's 3,875.
Yeah, or more.
And wasn't it backwards compatible? So couldn't some of those be PS1s?
No, you
I
wouldn't.
don't think that
you
count.
wouldn't.
You don't double count them.
think you double count that.
No, you wouldn't say you released a title for the PS2 if it's a backward. If it's
Well,
a title that came out on the PS1.
PlayStation's all about Game of the Year,
No.
Platinum Edition,
No.
re-release.
those-
Yeah,
that-
those count.
those probably all
yes.
count,
yeah.
Real re-releases would count, but
Okay.
like PS1 games wouldn't count. To wouldn't.
All right.
No way.
Fair.
That's a lot of games though, and that's
Yes.
just on the PS2. We're doing every system ever.
Yeah.
We played a game from I think it was 95 or 96 called Star Trek Borg, which is a full motion action video game, which is still the favorite thing, my favorite thing we've ever played on that stream.
That's number one right now?
No, it's not number one on the GOAT list. It's it's number one of my heart.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so good. John Delancey's so good. What you all been doing? How you been?
It's good.
Yeah?
Playing some board games.
Yeah? Those sound lame.
They are
It's
lame. They
like
are lame.
video games without the electronics.
Right.
That's what you do when the power goes out. And you can't
Exactly.
play Fortnite
You
anymore.
light up the candles,
Yeah.
start playing some board games.
What have you been playing?
Keyforge, actually. Got to
What
play
is
a
the
couple
key for
games.
it? Oh, that's the random.
There's a million decks,
Yeah,
and everyone
that's
has a unique one.
Richard Garfield's.
Yeah,
game.
Richard Garfield.
Oh shit! Tell me about it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the decks are so kind of wonky. There's 3 houses in every deck.
Okay.
That's kind of like
3 of like
Colors.
7. How many houses total? Do you know?
9.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's quite a few.
So at the start of your turn, you choose a house you want to play.
Okay.
You're allowed to play as many cards from that house that are in your hand, and you can activate creatures and artifacts of that house. You can't touch the other one, so they just have to sit and wait until you choose that turn.
Oh, okay.
House
Yep.
on the next
I'm
one.
with you.
You win the game when you forge 3 keys.
Okay.
You forge 3 keys by getting 6 amber. You get amber by playing cards and tapping creatures for amber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you. Are you fighting are you messing with your opponent at all, or is it just like
Yeah,
we're just
creatures
racing
kind of
to see
attack
who
each other,
can-
but it seems mostly a race,
it.
and whoever has a hand of 6 of one house,
probably
just they can dump their entire hand, and the other person like,
Crush.
oh, I got 2, 2, and 2. I'll play these 2 cards, and damn, I'm behind.
And then do you like draw back up to?
Yeah, you always draw
max?
back up to 6 at the end of the
Okay,
turn, so
so-
that's kind of balances it a bit.
So how many cards come in your deck?
There's 36 cards in each deck, even 12 for each house. You can have between 2 and people have seen up to 8 rares.
wow.
Oh,
So if you want to have a tournament viable deck, just keep cracking packs until you have the 8 rare deck.
so
So for context, this was a game we talked about a few weeks ago where every deck you buy is a sealed thing. You're not buying individual cards, you're not buying packs. You're buying sealed individual decks that are completely random, and you can never mix and match. A deck is always a deck.
Yep.
You can't like I'm gonna take this card from this deck and this card from this deck and make a super deck. The deck you buy is the deck you get. You are buying a loot box.
Yep.
You're buying a loot box.
$14. It's your deck forever. You never need to buy another one.
$14.
That's MSRP.
How do they?
Jesus.
Is it just the backs of the cards? Like, what's to stop me from?
Yeah, the backs of the cards, it has the unique name for the deck. Has a little, I think there's slightly different figure.
Has a
and
unique
then has
name for the deck.
so there's unfortunate names for a bunch of the Keyforge decks that some of them got recalled. Some of them being the Harvester of Racism,
The Harvester of Racism.
the Man Who Pays for Boys, the Villain That Digs Up Porridge.
What's the villain? What's wrong
Wait,
with the
what?
villain that
Yeah,
digs up
It's
porridge?
just, I don't know,
That's some-
it's unfortunate. Some of them
Fuck
are.
that.
Yeah.
I'd be all about that.
That deck was probably broken.
OP.
That's kind of interesting that they give the deck a name.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Man Who Pays for Boys.
The Man Who Pays
The
for
man
Boys.
who pays for boys.
Yeah.
They did not get their RNG machine working too well
No.
that day.
Oh, the Bone Rider, another one.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Why? Like, is it? Are they trying to evoke like the? Do you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day? Are they trying to evoke the idea of like my? I'm gonna hold my deck up and shout the name of it, like you're no match for Man Who Pays for Boys or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I think spot on. Yeah,
so
it's-
weird. It seems so strange.
It's one
to
of
me.
a super thematic and big swingy turns, kind of like Hearthstone.
Cards people have never like Yu-Gi-Oh. Cards people have never seen or know exist because it's all random and like
Yep.
you've activated my super card.
So how many have you bought? Just one of these things, or
So if you buy a base set, you get 2 decks, which everyone else will get as well, and then 2 random decks.
okay?
I have only purchased 2 random decks from like little packs. I didn't bother bother buying a base set because I have millions of tokens already. That's all that really comes with it.
Okay.
And yeah, it's fine.
So have you, like, with all the people that you've played with, like, have you just been playing those 2 decks over and over kind of thing, or were you playing with other people?
So we opened 4 random decks for the cafe. So I played one of those today. I got crushed. And the 2 I bought for myself, Colin and I played, and I again got crushed. And we finally played the 2 games.
So have you found duplicate cards in the other decks? Like, have you been like, I have this deck card in my deck, and this guy has this card in his deck as well?
Yeah, so there's the 3 or 4 types of rarities: common, uncommon, rare, and special. I don't know what special is. I haven't seen any of those. I know.
How many cards are in the set? Do you know? Like, how big is the pool that they're pulling from?
I think there's 1,000 rares alone. So commons and uncommons are probably shorter.
Holy shit! Are they? Do you know if he's planning on like releasing? Is it a living game or new sets?
I think that more game variants are going to come out. So there's going to be like more base sets and I guess additional maybe houses come out.
Yeah.
Because right now it's the just forge the 3 keys, but I can really see them making like a Magic the Gathering one where the opponent has 20 life and you got to fight him down.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't do that. That's copywritten.
Well,
his own. Well, I'm sure Wizards of the Coast owns it. Nobody owns the trademark on using a life total.
yeah.
Yeah, but
For a board game,
at 20?
you're right. You would have to start at 21.
Yeah, there you go.
Or absurd numbers.
Six. Yeah. 17,000.
8,000.
Yu-Gi-Oh numbers.
Just coming swinging.
That seems weird. The price, $14 seems a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm content with the 2 I bought. I don't think I'll buy any more. I mean, I got 4 rares in one of my decks.
Whoa.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
need to brag.
Doing all right.
It just seems so random. It seems so random in a way that, like, even if you had an advanced algorithm where it's like, I'm going to put every card I got in my deck, it's going to spit out, like, your deck's this power or whatever.
there's a companion app for it, and it'll do that.
Good. But, like, does it factor... there must be, like, synergies between the cards and mechanics that work together.
Yep.
And
sometimes
you can't factor
things
any
just
of that
kinda get
stuff
screwed.
in.
Sometimes things just don't work. Like,
Yeah.
you buy a deck and it's like, okay, well, I have this faction and this faction and this faction, and none of them work together, and every time I play a card, it kills one of my other cards kind of thing.
There's some potential. I don't think it's going to be that negative. Like, I had a card in my deck today. It specifically targeted one of the other houses, and my opponent wasn't playing that house, so it was just textless.
Dead card.
Yeah, dead card.
That's weird. What a weird idea.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It is
content with
real life loot boxes.
the $20 I spent on it. I would not try to be competitive.
No, it seems ridiculous.
There is balancing for local games. So if you keep playing a number of games, you can add handicaps to the other players using the apps. It'll keep track of your win-lose record and decrease the number of cards they get in their hand, which seems easy to fudge, but
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a bad solution to a weird problem.
yeah. But for like nationals, regionals, your deck is your deck. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I wanna watch a few games of this and see how it goes.
It's neat. I'll bring it around next time.
Yeah, sure. That'd be cool. It's a weird idea that like because if you're playing, especially if you're playing competitively, you get into a spot in most card games where you're just cracking packs. You're looking for whatever you need, the best of the best. You got to get your base set. You're just cracking packs. The idea that you can't,
there's no trading really.
You can infinitely crack your way. You can always get better. You can always, unless you unless you win the lottery, the 1 in a trillion chance that you have statistically this incredible deck, you can always put more money into it to get a better shot at
the thing
winning.
though is like it's the other way around too, because it's like it doesn't really matter how much money you put into it. You could still stay at the same power level with every pack you buy.
It's absolutely true. That's right. I could buy one pack and it's such a weird. It's new and like very different, so it of course is. I hate it. As change, no thanks.
I was just trying to fact check myself because I know people are selling like 7 or 8 rare decks on eBay. Just trying to see what they're going for.
Oh yeah, shit. We should get on the ground floor.
$60.
I always forget to do this.
I think I just saw one for 55.
We should always get in on the ground floor of every new game for that initial, you know, like the VR thing
the
when
spike.
Exactly, when everything is like super expensive and hard to get. We should just. I mean, we'll pick our battles, obviously, but like, we got to start about the PlayStation 5 and maybe pick up a couple extra PlayStation 5s come 2020. Just hawk them off for
6 rare, $50. 4 Horseman deck. Ooh, 175. Jeez.
What about, has anybody managed to get themselves a Man Who Pays for Boys deck?
I'm sure the hilarious decks are going for quite a large amount.
Yeah.
I want to be the villain who berries porridge or whatever it was.
Digs up porridge.
Digs up porridge. Yeah. That's your porridge. And I'm putting you in the ground, and then later gonna dig you back up.
I wonder if those decks are like legit, like ridiculously powerful, and if you try to show up with a tournament to them, they'd be like, sorry, your deck has been recalled, and they just take it from you.
They just cut it. They put it on like one of those big paper cutter things.
Yeah.
And cut
And
it
they're
right
like,
now.
well, here's your replacement random deck that you have
Yep.
to play for the
Best
tournament.
of luck.
That's so strange.
It's neat.
Yeah, it's
I'm glad it exists.
sure. At the very least, maybe this like leads to something totally different but cool down the road. If this doesn't work out, Richard Garfield, he's a creative man.
Mhm.
He's made 1 or 2 games in his time.
I mean, it's already gonna work out. Like, you got to think the amount of effort it took into building this game is probably not.
1,000 rares alone? I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like, just hearing from the way it sounds that Bryce has described it, it kind of sounds to me like they're all very generic.
Yeah. Do you think this was like a cost cutting? They're like, well, we don't have the money or the resources to like QA and balance a super huge card game. So what if everything was just random?
Yeah,
what if it was
there
just
you go.
completely random? Balance out the fucking window.
I think everything's just powerful on its own, but you only have the 6 cards in your hand to kind of deal with, so
Yeah.
synergies don't really come along. Like the one deck I was playing, I had 4 Wrath of Gods or full 4 board wipes, and there's no drawbacks. Just whoop, clear the board, and then play your other 5 cards.
Wow.
So
As long
big,
as they're the
big
same
sweeps,
color.
as long as it's the
Seems
same
like,
color.
Seems
Yeah.
like a powerful deck.
Yeah.
Well, it's 4 rares.
4
Yeah.
rares.
Listen,
How much you
Or
want? You
all
want to
4 rares
put it
rather
out? You
than-
want to put it out on the TR marketplace? If anybody would like to
Ooh.
buy this 4 rare deck off you, what is the asking?
I'll take my money back and
What is
try
the
again.
asking? You have $14?
Let's jump it to 15.
All right, 15 Canadian dollars. So if you
Ooh.
have 75 American cents plus shipping, Bryce will send you to what's the name of the deck? Let's get the full sell here.
It's like Clone Mind that likes frogs.
Clone Mind that likes frogs.
Something like that.
It could be yours. You, sir or madam, seem like a clone mind who might like frogs.
Just listening to the names, like, kind of sells me on it.
Oh yeah.
Can you see the name before you?
No.
Okay, yeah, because I bet that people will. There must be some algorithm to.
Like when
Or
you
the
open the pack,
naming.
the only thing you'll see on either side is the name of it and the 3 houses it is. The deck list is on the back of one of the cards, but it's
That's weird. That's
Boxed
so weird.
in.
Yeah, I gotta look at some of that. Wrap my head around it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
What else you been doing?
Betrayal Legacy, more board games.
We talked a little bit about that last week.
Yeah, just mentioned we were going to play it, but
Yeah.
I actually played 3 games of it.
3
3 games.
Betrayal is pretty short for the most part. Hour and a half, 2 hours a game.
Yeah, we started about 7:30, finished just after midnight.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, for 3 games, pretty good.
What? Okay, so some spoilers with these legacy games. If you don't know what that is, you play a game of a board game, and then you open a sealed envelope, and it'll say like, change the rules of this game, do something crazy.
Yep.
And sometimes there are props in there. My favorite one of these was from that boat one you guys played with the UV light?
Oh, yeah, Seafall.
Yeah, my favorite one. I never played it, but these guys played a legacy game of Seafall, and one of the props they got was a little UV flashlight that you would shine on the cards and like reveal hidden messages and shit.
Yeah, so like the cards we've been using the entire game all of a sudden had a huge new layer added to them because they just gave us this UV light. And
That's
it's like,
super cool. Super cool.
That's really sweet.
The floor is yours. Tell us all about.
Spoilers. Like, do you even want to know what happens in the haunts? Like,
I
there's
don't.
no.
I'll probably
inclination
never
to
play
play
it,
probably
to be
never
honest.
Okay.
and I mean, the first 3 games, like, come on.
I guess, yeah. So yeah, first haunt. So the general idea is this: how the house became the house on the haunted hill, the original board game.
So you just show up and it's just a house on the hill.
Yep. So
Not
it's very
even
small.
haunted.
So over the games, whoever lives or wins the haunt will thematically builds more rooms onto the house.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it starts off with like maybe 6 rooms you can explore.
That's small.
Yep.
And is it always the same layout, like the same 6 rooms, and then when you add on to it,
No, you still shuffle up every time because
Okay.
it's spoopy.
Yeah, it's got to change.
Yeah, gotta
It's
change.
part of,
Haunted house.
part of the spookiness. Exactly.
Yeah. So first haunt, you find a tree in the forest, and there's a chalice there.
Drink from it.
Yep, pretty much. It's the chalice of insanity.
Uh-oh.
don't drink from it.
So the first haunt is super, super cool. Everyone gets a scratch card, depending on the number of players.
Okay.
Everyone secretly scratches off the thing, and it'll either tell you are a normal human or you are a witch. After the game, kill the witch. If you don't attack somebody on your turn, you will take sanity damage and slowly die that way. So you
Okay.
have to attack
Yeah,
people.
Yeah, keeps the game moving.
Keeps the game going.
That's super cool.
Yep.
Did you guys figure it? So did it like kind of turn into a werewolf thing where it's like, listen, this guy's making moves. I think maybe we should team up on him.
I played pacifist and just kind of ran by people trying to explore the rest of the house because we still had a couple tiles left. Like maybe there's something else. Give us information.
I'm a fellow
Everyone else is
human.
murder hobo. Immediately stabbing each other. They went for the little girl first.
She's probably the easiest to take down.
Yeah,
That's
probably the
maybe where I'd
witch.
go.
She got out, but it was fine. It's fine. And then everyone attacked me because they thought like, Bryce is attacking anyone. He must be the pacifist.
Too
Therefore, he's
quiet.
the witch.
I don't trust him. And his hair is
And I
red. Have
murdered
you
everyone
noticed?
in self-defense. Because in betrayal, if you attack somebody, and you take damage equal to the difference, no matter if you're the attacker or the defender.
Oh,
So they tried to attack me, then I just slapped them down.
you fools.
All 4 of them. And
Were you the witch? And also you were the witch, but that's just how, that's
turns
just how it
out
went.
the big spoiler with this one, there's no witch.
Oh, that's so good.
So you just have to keep fighting each other. When it's down to 2 people, you're the fucking witch.
That is so good. Was there really no witch, or
There
did
was
someone
really
forget
no
to put the
witch.
witch in the deck?
But for the scratch off things, there's one for each number of players.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be because we played with 5, so maybe with 3 or 4 players, there's a witch. But
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's a good first gimmick. That's what these legacy
it's
games
great.
are best at.
Is 5 the max you can play with?
yeah, 3 to 5 players max. So yeah, it keeps it a little more balanced because the other betrayal games are super swingy depending on the number of players.
Yeah. Is there a mechanic in this one to like add players or subtract players like there is in some of the other ones? I know Seafall had a mechanic like that, but it was very terribly.
I think you're kind of
written.
stuck with your 5 until you finish the campaign, and then it's a regular betrayal game afterwards. There's
Yeah.
50 haunts on top of the 14 you do throughout the campaign.
Okay, so
It's basically a normal betrayal afterwards.
so there's a fixed number of games that you play.
Yeah.
So it's 14. Once you're done the 14, you're done the scenario.
Yeah, or it's prologue and 13 for spookiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just a regular old Playhouse on the Haunted Hill if you want.
Yep.
Yeah, because that was one of the things that I definitely didn't like about Seafall, because Seafall was you have to figure out the story of the game,
Okay.
and that could take as long as it takes.
Oh, yeah. This one's 13 and you're done.
Yes.
Win or lose.
So ours was, I think, 17. God, I think we stopped at 17, and we're like looking and trying to figure out what we're missing, and we were like, well, no one has any idea what we're missing, so the only thing we can do is, because the only thing left for us to do was explore these tombs. Each time you successfully explore a tomb, you have a chance to open like the tomb lock at the end of the tomb kind of thing, and you can fuck that up too. So you can make your way all the way through the tomb, making like boss dice rolls, making it through, fail to roll at the end, and then have to do it all over again.
Tremendous.
Yep.
So we were at the point where we had about 20 or 25 tombs left to open, and just thinking that one of them is going to lead to the end of the game somehow. So we're just like, well, this could take us 1 more game, or this could take us 30 more games. So fuck this.
Yep. Did you ever end up looking it up?
Nope.
Okay, because I know Brandon
It's
did.
best not to know at that point.
And it's you have to be a savant to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's something that gives you the coordinates and the key pass, but you have to connect so many random ass dots.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Seems like they went maybe a little too far in the legacy side on that
This
one.
is very not good.
Like I know the Risk Legacy one. Again, I never played, just heard through you guys, but it was like parts of the map would become permanently nuked, and like that spot's gone forever. And you were like, did they have new units or something? You were opening envelopes full
Yep,
of
new
like
units, new
and-
races,
yeah,
new
that
weapons.
seems cool. It's a very, very cool idea.
Oh, and it just feels so good to rip a card in half.
Yeah,
Well,
that's when you only play once.
Oh yeah.
It's like turning the board game into a video game, essentially,
kinda.
because
New game
it
pluses.
lets it evolve in ways that normal board games can't.
It's very
Super
neat.
And the one neat thing, after the 3rd game, it told us to open the secret thing underneath the tray of the box.
It's always something.
There's
under
always
the tray of
something under the box. That's the
Always.
first thing I did when I bought the game. Opened it up, looked, unopened all the pieces, lift up the tray, just ooh.
Was it like,
two,
whoa,
two
don't look
secret
here.
things, and then put it back down.
Good.
Save these for later.
Yep.
So we've had to open one of them after the 3rd game.
It was a gun.
It's the
with a
it's
single
the
bullet.
helm.
The helm.
The helm. So on the back of the helm, it says you're not supposed to hold on to it or fondle it incorrectly, or dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow.
Well, of course.
So you have to like hold it around the edges. It's just a little small disc. You can hold it.
What
Show
is
this
it?
to the camera. Yeah.
What is
handy.
it? What does it do?
I don't know.
Or do you
yet.
know? Oh,
It,
you don't
it
know.
says you just have to handle with care. You at the start of each game, everyone at the table you will conduct a chant, which you will decide on, from the box, only touching the sides, put it in the game space, and leave it there until instructed.
Okay.
At the end of the game, you have to put it on, make sure it's on top of all the other components in the box. Yep. It says right on there. Place it nicely.
Is it a CD?
Nope. There's a disc where you can put like family crests on it, and it tells you to go to certain pages when things are filled.
Okay, it's not like some kind of like the careful warnings aren't like, yo, don't smudge this because you might put it in a DVD player at some point, and we need to be able to like read the data.
Oh, maybe.
Is it like CD shaped?
It's not CD. It is round, so maybe if we rip it in half,
rip it. What is it made of?
It's cardboard, I feel.
Is it thick? Could there be something else inside
there might be.
of it?
I didn't think of that. I didn't think about ripping the helm in half because I'd be cursed forever.
Well, yeah,
there you go.
I have to handle with care.
That
seems
really
like
interesting.
Like 10 sessions from now or 8 sessions from now, it seems like that could be a twist. It's you know that helm that you've been protecting?
You're
for
supposed
this
to rip
long?
that thing in half.
Rip it in half.
Yeah, if the helm is still intact, you lose the game.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. It's the no witch thing all over again.
Yep. And our chant is kept it nice and simple.
Yeah.
Repeat twice, the helm, and then place it down, leave it be.
Maybe it doesn't activate until the right chant is
It's just waiting for the words.
Voice activated.
Oh.
Spoiler, the chant is the full lyrics to Straight Outta Compton.
Nice.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Just breaks in half. Oh God,
we've released the Elder Gods again.
It's a secret album from them. That's why don't smudge it.
Oh shit! This is where the Wu-Tang album is.
If you could take any board game and make it legacy, what would you think could use a legacying?
Well, Betrayal? I don't know.
Is there a Carcassonne legacy? I feel like you could get kind of wild with some weird farming simulator shit.
I don't know.
I don't play very many board games anymore.
I kind of my definitely still say Battlestar.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a good one.
We tried.
You could totally.
We tried it one time. Yes,
and Mueller's cooking something up.
Yeah, we played. Cool I don't remember who was all there. I know you were there, and I think you might have been there. But we were at Brian's store and where Bryce works, by the way.
Oh,
yes. And we played all of the first base game of Battlestar, and then we added the first expansion and played again.
Oh, I was there for part of that.
And then we added the second expansion and played again.
That's bad.
And then we realized what we had gotten ourselves into and just quit.
Well, stacking ultimates too. Like I think the person who could shoot someone in the face had 3 bullets off the start. It was just gonna go to town.
Our rule was if you didn't use your ultimate ability during a game, it would carry over to the next game.
Yep, save the bullet. You could do really cool shit with that. You could have like characters could level up and gain new abilities over games.
Yeah.
Ships, certain parts of the ship could get destroyed or fixed. New ships. That you could really.
One of our friends is currently designing his own version of Legacy Battlestar.
Stream goers will know him as Tauquin in the chat.
Yes.
I think I'm saying that right.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's probably.
But yeah, he's the one. So if you see him in chat,
ask him how it's going.
Ask him how it's going. Tell him to hurry up and finish it.
How many? Tell him to make it less than 29 games to complete.
Yes.
15 or under.
Yep.
Battlestar's long. Maybe 10 or under.
Yeah.
Battlestar's
like
really
Risk was 10
long.
at most.
Ooh. Oh, at most.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, considering
if anyone wins 5 games, they win the game. And I think Brian was at 4, and then we just gave up.
Yeah. I mean, over the years, I can't even begin to fathom how many games of Battlestar we've played. Into the hundreds for sure.
You think into the I was gonna say like I don't think I've played 100.
I've
played maybe
4 times a weekend.
There were times
that's
where
true, actually.
we would play 4 times on Saturday, and then 4 times on Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember getting really obsessed with that game. I think I remember playing I don't remember where we had like Ben's cabin or something. I remember playing a fucking full day, like literally sun up to sundown of Battlestar.
That sounds like something that would have happened.
It's a fine game, but it's not that fine of a game.
Oh, so good.
So
hot.
I don't know.
I think it was a product of its time kind of thing.
Totally.
It was one of the first games to do like the hidden roles and 2 teams versus against each other, and you weren't sure who was on which team kind of thing, right?
And Battlestar was like a very good show that had just been on the air at that time too, which totally helped.
And we were just trying to solve it. We thought sounds were OP at the beginning, but no, we were wrong.
It's true. So many ups and downs with that game.
Yeah.
So many games of like, oh, we didn't put the Cylons in to kept us the Cylon every time, and a lot of memories. What else you been doing? You been playing Hey You? No,
Hey You Pikachu?
not Hey You Pikachu. Let's go.
Let's go Pika Eevee.
Pokemon.
No.
It's Pokemon Yellow, right? It's kind of a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow. Is the idea?
Exactly. Pokemon Yellow HD 3D remake.
Wait, it's not a new game?
It's a new game.
Kind of. It's like the original 150, 151 if you have that
151.
stupid ball. I heard that ball is like an ergonomic fucking nightmare.
What?
Yeah, that holding that little Pokeball apparently destroys your hand. A streamer I'm friends with played with it for like 2 hours and was like, I just can't do it. I have to use a Joy-Con again. I can't
Well,
do
it's
it.
probably for children. It's probably even smaller than a Joy-Con
it's
somehow.
Probably totally true.
And you got to fondle the nipple to move around. It's a lot of work.
So it comes with, or it's an optional thing, right? The Pokeball
yeah,
attachment.
but you miss a lot of the game if you don't buy the attachment.
What do you do with the Pokeball?
Instead of using the Joy-Con, use the Pokeball to move around, throw it, activate moves.
Yeah, the catching in this too is not standard Pokemon of like I go to my doot item menu and doot balls and doot great ball or whatever. It's like you're playing Pokemon Go. It's like the circle and
they're hopping around.
yeah, you're putting spin on it and shit. And not your grandfather's Pokemon, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Saw a man riding an Onix.
That's pretty sweet.
I think I might have to get. Let's
No,
go.
don't do it.
Pikachu's-
Don't do it. It's a
man's
trap.
man's on an Onix.
Who cares?
Do you have it, Bryce? Or
Colin was super tempted, and he was in the App Store about to click it, but then he looked up reviews, and oh man, is it not doing well?
Really?
Yeah, the critics are giving it like 90%, fantastic, great game. The user reviews are less than 50%.
Yeah.
the biased video game writers are giving it high reviews?
Right?
Really?
Right?
I think
How
they're
does that happen?
Crazy.
I think I am in the favor of the reviewers on this one, and
What?
like this is how it's going in my head, anyways. Is they're like, well, this is not a standard Pokemon game. This is this weird new thing. Everybody else is coming to it being like, this is the new Pokemon game. What the fuck? This isn't the new Pokemon. This
Yeah.
isn't Pokemon. What? And I bet that's why.
It's probably that, yeah.
Dragon
It's just
Age-
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's probably a huge part of it.
Because
That-
you can incorporate your Pokemon Go account into it.
I bet that's a big turnoff. It's the type of people who are going to leave reviews on Metacritics are very likely the ones looking for a core Pokemon game.
Yep.
The people who
That's coming out 2019. Just wait.
what is the next one? The next
I don't think they
name?
announced it at all. It's just 2019
Soon.
Pokemon, Untitled.
The people who are like Pokemon Go and probably like Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu are out there playing their Pokemon. They're not posting shitty reviews.
They're posting shitty reviews.
The reason user reviews are always low right off the hop is because the people who play and go, this is fucking shit, immediately go post a review, and the people who like it play it and like it and then probably forget about it by the end.
I'll forget about it.
Did you know Dragon Age has an 82 on Metacritic?
Holy crap.
Dragon Age 2 has an 80 on Metacritic.
Should. That game's
pretty good.
amazing.
That is the most fuck shit. It has a user score of like 2.4, which is
Wow.
probably about right. And yeah, 82 Metacritic 82, which blew my goddamn mind.
What does that even mean? Like, the critics like it?
Yeah, the average. So the Metacritic rating is the average of every review.
Oh, okay.
It's a bad system because some places review out of 100, some places go out of 5 stars. Right, like a 3-star game out of 5 is okay.
yeah, that's all right.
A 60 out of 100 is bad.
Yes.
That's the same thing.
I know, it is, but
But it seems less harsh with stars.
it is. It's totally. It's a very bad system. That like industry standards are still totally based around. If a
Yeah.
game gets X on Metacritic, y'all getting a bonus,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah, not
Do well.
really.
Put out good shit.
Yeah, no, not even do well. Just make sure you appeal to the types of people that post Metacritic reviews on day one,
Yeah.
Or just bribe people.
or just bribe people.
Yeah.
That's gone traditionally well until it gets found out, and everyone's like, well, I don't know.
Garbage shit.
So you did not pull the trigger.
Colin looked at reviews and was like, wow, I have to buy the Pokeball to unlock Mew, which allows me to unlock the Master Trainers, which is the real end game, and I can't do that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Wait,
How much is that Pokeball?
You can't get stuff unless you buy.
Yeah, so...
I mean, it's DLC, right? It's just
pretty
just
much,
day
yeah.
one DLC.
You just got to spend $30 on a little Pokeball, and then you got your DLC and the end game.
30 Canadian bucks?
I think it was packaged at $99 for the game and the ball US, so whatever that is in Canadian.
Jesus, it's like
$200.
130 something.
Yeah.
Nuts, man. It looks very good.
It does
looks
look
very
really
nice.
good.
Pikachu's in a hat. He looks real fresh.
Oh yeah,
He's got a hat. He's got a vest or a
He
sweater.
can learn a
I think.
water move. It's crazy.
What? Can't do that.
Yeah,
Water and lightning are
he's-
opposites.
What
He's your
water
special
move
boy.
does he learn?
I don't know anything about
It's like Splish
Pokemon.
Splash. They really kind of made the name super
What
cutesy.
a loser. They're not, what? It's not even like the original attack names?
Nope, everything's super simplified down.
Oh.
They're kind of little twists.
Is it even like, is the battle system the same? Is it still turn-based? I'm picking from 4 attacks.
I think it's still
I have
turn-based. and
PP.
You have 6 Pokeballs. You have access to your boxes at any time.
Yeah,
though,
I
if you
saw
wanna switch
that.
out.
That was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Y'all got to learn the pain of having to walk all the way back through the
way.
cave that you just cleared and run from every wild fight because you got to get back to the Poke Center.
Heal up and do it again.
That's how it was in my day.
Sounds terrible.
Yes, it was.
Kind of was, yeah.
But we had nothing else.
But now that you do have something else,
Exactly.
everything is
Not gonna buy
just
this
better.
Are they doing? Do you know if they're doing like? Oh, actually, I know the answer to this. They're doing Game Boy cries. There's no Pikachu says Pika Pika,
Okay.
but everybody else does the Game Boy like chirps.
That's
like
cool.
the. It wouldn't
Rah,
be, yeah, it
yeah.
wouldn't be MIDI. I'm trying to think of what it would be
Beep, beep.
called, but yeah, those old noises.
Neat.
Nah, not for me.
Yeah, no.
I
I'll
keep-
wait for the real one.
I keep buying real Pokemon games and not ever applying them.
Did you not beat Aloha?
Alola
and Sun and Moon.
Alola.
Yeah.
No, I have Moon. I have Moon and Black 2, and I think I
Ooh.
put maybe an hour into each of them.
No.
Yeah.
Because it's a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
They're way better on the emulators when you can play it 4 times speed.
It's true.
Because you're walking around for 90% of that game.
It's true. And there's a free like MMO style one, which is just Pokemon, but you see other people around. And they're like, hey, you want to trade? You want to trade my Diglett with hair for your Diglett with no hair? Let's fucking do this.
No way, man. I'm keeping my Diglett with no
Oh, I want the Alolan Diglett has hair. What are they? Who are they trying to shame? What is up with that? Bunch of bullshit.
Good shit.
What else you been up to?
That's about it. I was looking through the other games on the Nintendo eShop. I stumbled upon Shadow of the Loot Box.
Oh yes. Also available on Steam.
Also available on Steam and probably every other console.
hot product.
Hot product. $8 on Switch, probably $4 on Steam.
It's
It's
it's like a satire.
Yeah,
Satire game.
Satire of the current modern gaming industry.
Poking fun.
It's good shit.
I wonder, is it fun or is it like this is funny? This is a funny joke.
I think it's a funny joke, and you're supposed to laugh a couple times for your $4 and don't
And that's
bother
it. Yeah.
finishing.
Maybe not the best.
I watched a speed run of it to get the platinum trophy on PlayStation or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's an hour, so it's a pretty fast game.
Yeah, there you go.
Fast
$8
plat.
for a platinum. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Oliver was still in his platinum trophy mode, he would totally get this game.
Worth it.
Easy sell.
Because that gets you 50 cents now.
Oh yeah, no, way less than that. 5
Less?
cents maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about
That's
that.
what
I don't.
platinums do.
I wonder if that thing actually. There was a system where they were going to turn trophies into like you could redeem them for PSN purchases or something.
Oh, wow.
But I don't ever remember hearing anything about it after we read that story.
Yeah, did they ever do the back pay or just its current?
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I'd have to look into
Gotta
that.
look.
If
Yeah.
it's only current, then I'm fucking getting a new PSN account. I'm going to re-platinum all my games.
Oh.
I remember we looked it up, and I think it was 50 cents. That seems like too much. I think it was
seems like a lot
5
for
cents
50
for a
cents.
platinum. Well, every game.
I
only
mean,
has one
platinums
platinum,
are hard
though.
to get, so
It's true.
Sometimes.
50
Like Spider-Man
cents.
was easy platinum.
Yeah, but
All I had to do was go to Uncle Ben's grave.
it still took. No, you had to farm crimes for 10 hours.
No, that just kind of just happened.
Ugh. Still probably
Well,
took like 30 hours.
if you played it at a normal pace like I did.
Oh, I played it on easy, so whew,
what? You
breeze.
can get the platinum on easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
no difficulty platinum. in
Wow,
that game.
games have gone soft. Games are for children. Babies.
Babies. But yeah, Shadow of the Loot Box looks like a cute little simulator.
You can try it out?
No. I watched the video. I've seen it all. I know how the boss.
You're just
fights.
out here endorsing this product that you yourself won't even buy.
It's cute.
Okay.
It came out this year. Could be. Talking Rock.
Could be
could
the
be
best.
game of the
It could
year,
be the
yeah.
best game made this year.
Yep.
Anything could win.
It's hilarious.
Anything.
Funny is a category we haven't really delved into. So,
You gonna do funniest game this year?
boom.
We can't do. Stop saying categories. We can't do categories.
Brando was talking about like 4 categories.
No,
That seems
no.
one is enough.
If we're gonna do categories, game of the year is gonna be a 2-day thing, and it's gonna be.
Yes.
It is. It for real is. It's gonna be 2 8-hour days
Yep.
at least.
I mean, I think for the other categories other than game of the year, I think it'll get to the point where we'll just like, oh, let's just roll a dice.
We got to do game of the year last, though.
Yeah.
You save game of the year for the very end,
Yeah, yeah.
so that you go into it, and by the time you get to game of the year, just like fuck, whatever, man. It's
You're just angry.
Sure, it's Breath
Just
of the Wild, or
Like that
whatever.
one year that the top 5 just molded together in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I hope that the New Year's show, best case scenario for me as the person who runs it and sets it up, best case scenario is I have to spend more time setting it up than we are actually on air. Just like, so, God of War? Wow. Okay. Well, see you guys.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out.
Sorry, I've already said if God of War wins, I'm quitting the show.
We're gonna bid a fond farewell to Kevin. Thank him for his years of service, but fuck, it should be God of War probably.
It should
you
be
guys.
God of War, probably.
Yeah.
You haven't even played God of War.
I've beaten it. I have
shit.
100%ed it on blank difficulty.
After playing God of War 1, I played God of War 1. I played the first God of War, the 2005 God of War this week on the stream. Yes, as part of our it was a stream goal last month.
God of War : Shadow of the Colossus.
That's the one. Yes, God of War : Shadow of the Colossus.
Nice.
I think that one time you probably saw Kratos climbing the big temple guy,
Probably.
and that's a very Shadow of the Colossus, and so I totally see how that connection came to be now. God of War 1's great. God of War 1,
They're all great.
yeah, God of War 1 plays. Yeah, well, in 2005, God of War 1 was great.
Oh, yeah. Game of the year.
Going back to it now, it is the combat blows
A
like
little polygonal.
yeah, a little polygonal. Polygonal?
Polygonal?
Monopoly? You played that game, Monopoly?
Bipedal?
I say bipedal. What do you say?
Apparently bipedal is correct, but I always
say
think
bipedal.
bipedal.
That would make sense, but that could just be two pedals
Yeah,
on a bike.
I guess. But
I've got two.
Pedal's weird.
I've got a gas and a brake. My truck is bipedaled.
And it's quadruped, but
Quadrupede.
bipedal. Whatever. Words are stupid.
It's
English
God
words
of
are
War.
stupid.
It's
God of
great,
War.
though.
Yeah, it's good. It's so good. They, you can tell that when they made this new one, they went back and so Cory Barlog is director on this game as well as the new God of War. But it's very clear they went back and looked at fucking everything and like made damn sure that even though they didn't know where this series was going to go, very obviously when they made damn sure that like all the threads are there, it all feels connected, and playing through it all totally seems connected. There is some wild shit in that first God of War with there are like hidden movies and stuff you unlock if you beat it on the highest difficulty, and one of them sets up a thing where so you climb. We were just talking about you climb that big man who's got the temple on his back, Kronos. He's got the Pandora's boxes hidden away on his back.
That was number 1.
Yeah, he sticks around. Kronos is around.
Okay.
You meet him.
Not remember that.
Yeah, you meet him in Tartarus next, because he dies. Because he's the last living Titan in God of War.
Oh, shit.
But he's not. Because Guy is around.
Spoilers.
So many.
Um,
For 2005.
Yeah. There's the one of the secret things is called like a secret reveal or whatever, and so it starts with like it's in the desert and you see the skeleton of Kronos and the temple's like all fallen over and shit. It's like, oh, the Titan is dead, blah blah blah. Thousands of years have passed. And it says something like a new hero will rise, and helicopters fly in, and jeeps drive up, and men with guns get out in like modern times and start going into this temple, and then it just fucking cuts off. Where is our modern day God of War? Where is like Kratos is an angry man? Kratos is like an angry ex-cop PI or whatever. Oh man, is the weirdest shit. It's so weird.
That's crazy. Fuck.
There's lots of weird Easter eggs in that game. That we did all of them. Did them all.
Noise.
Yeah, it's a very fun game. It's a very well put together game with like some real bad. There are some parts of it that you are just not fun. Are just totally when they were designing it, you're like, what was going through your head? There's one part where you have to like, there's a guy in a cage and you got to push him up a slope, and on the slope there are kind of flat parts so that if he falls, you can kind of catch him on the flat part, save your progress. And there's an infinite amount of spawning enemies. So you have to kind of like clear enough enemies and then push him up, because if they hit you, you lose him and he like slides back down. And it is terrible. It is so fucking bad. And there's like 3 of them in the game, which really suck to get through. Other than that, it's all great. It's all great.
Fantastic.
The gods are weird. The voices all like, the cast never really changes. They just shift everybody. So like Paul Lighting is Zeus, and then later he becomes Poseidon, and like it's a really they change a lot of things, but it's very cool. We're gonna be playing 2 today. The day this podcast comes out, we'll be playing 2 if you want to join us live. I missed the sex minigame.
In the first one?
Yeah.
It's right there
I thought
at the
you said-
beginning.
I thought you
It's
said-
on the
No,
boat.
that wasn't the minigame. That there for sure there's a quick time event. The game opens with Kratos in bed with 2 ladies, and if you go back to them,
Yeah.
he's like, I need to go or something.
No, that's after you do the mini game.
I don't think so.
If you go back immediately, you get the mini game. Then you unlock more red stuff.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure I tried it and get it. I know when the mini games happen. I've sexed mini games once or twice in my life. I know.
I might be thinking the second one.
I know when the red stuff's about to burst out. The second one, I definitely know where it is. and also the third one. But it's a weird thing where like it's very machismo and it's very bro, and there's a lot of like unclad bosom and stuff. And in the I forget what they call it. It's like character concept graveyard or something. It's basically all the characters that didn't make it into the game they have, and you can kind of explore them. And David Jaffe has helpfully written some notes on the designs and stuff. And one of the ones on the harpies, who are these like winged ladies who of course have naked exposed breasts, was something like, we just wanted to like make the game feel really bestial and feral and like wild. So we thought, what if these harpies were unclothed? And they basically get into the reason that there are boobs in the game was because they wanted their harpies to look real. And he's like, this is the most, every single female character in that game, there goes the camera, you see you see her breasts almost. Every single character. Every single one. And that is the lens that you are mashing into the tape. And
I know what I'm doing.
And like reading that and it's what a bunch of fucking bullshit. I was so offended when I read that, of like, you can't even just own up to it, of like, listen,
well,
boob sell, yo.
Hey, let's give him a break here. He's right. Harpies canonically don't have clothes on.
It's true. It's true.
And if you're going for that bestial, visceral look.
Oh, and the thing was, they get into how like they used to have dongs on the Cyclops. The Cyclops used to have penises, and harpies have, it was nipples. Specifically, nipples were the big sticking point. You can have breasts with no nipples, fine. Right. And so we couldn't keep, for technical reasons, we had to lose the penis, but we thought the nipples would still really add to it. Like, fuck off, you guys.
Well, I mean, they've already programmed the boob physics, and just adding nipples onto the boob physics isn't any big deal.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
when you gotta the dong physics is probably a lot more complicated, right?
It's too polygonal. Too many polygons.
can move in many different directions.
Just maybe don't bring it up if that's how you got it. Like,
and
this is how we did why we did it.
You know that one of those designers was just going to be in the background hiding in a Cyclops doing a helicopter.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a very cool game. We're gonna pick up that second one. What else have I been playing? Thanks for asking, Matt. I played the Surviving Mars. There's a new DLC out for Surviving Mars. Did you ever play Surviving Mars?
I looked into Surviving Mars. For whatever reason, I never picked it up. I think mostly because I lived vicariously through you playing it.
That's a fine way to enjoy that property, probably.
Yeah.
It's a little like colony management game. Maps are small and games are not short, but like 8, 9, 10 hours. Games have a definite end where aliens come and you either survive or they fuck you. Okay. Basically is how it goes every time.
Good old probing.
Yeah, the new DLC. So I don't know what is new in the DLC. I don't know what they've just added for like quality of life, but the whole interface is overhauled. There are like a billion new buildings and systems, and the DLC is like $10. And they coming back, I barely recognize it. It's like a whole new game almost. I barely recognize any of that shit. It's still fantastic. I really love Surviving Mars. It's a fun little like turn the brain off. I'm gonna design my power grid for a little bit here. I'm gonna do some like water piping over here. It's like the Sim City kind of thing.
Is it really a turn your brain off kind of game? Because when I was watching you stream it, like you restarted a whole bunch of times.
That's because I don't know how to play very well, and that's honestly how I play those games for the most part. Is I like get I get some of the way in, and then I'm like, man, if I could do this all again, I would do things way differently. I've learned a lot, and so I just scrap it and start over. But it's, I don't know. I think the DLC is totally worth the price. Again, it's like $10, and I think the whole
the
thing,
game itself is only like $40 if I remember right.
Yeah, I think it's cheaper even. I think it might be $30 on sale for cheaper. If that's something that interests you, take a little peek. See. That's kind of all I played. Oh, Hitman 2 is a video game that's out also.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a ton to say about it other than it's more Hitman 1. It has, what are the new features? Reflections in mirrors. So if NPCs see your reflection now, it's like they see you. The reflections work like they should.
That's cool.
You can hide in grass. They've added like long vegetation you can hide in. And the picture-in-picture stuff. So, like, a body gets discovered wherever on the map, a little, like, picture-in-picture camera shows up, and it'll show people dragging that body away. Or if you get a kill, because sometimes you want to set up an assassination and then get the fuck out of there before whatever happens is going to happen, before the person comes in and drinks the poison or whatever. But you still want to see the kill. Like, you still want to see what happens, so it'll do that. It'll pop it up in the corner. So if you're cheesing it because you want your score to be good, it'll still show you that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It never did that before. It's just, I hope that worked.
Well, no, before it would be like, like a body got found, it would just be like body found, and you're like, okay, I've left many. I wonder which one that was. Or it would give you like a target killed.
Okay.
You know, you get like target killed, accident, death, whatever. Like it would spit out all the information, but you couldn't see it happen. And that's the whole thing with Hitman is you're setting up these ridiculous. Like one of the kills I did was, we disguised ourselves as so we're in Colombia. We disguised ourselves as a shaman because they found bones in this construction site and all the workers stopped working. So I murdered the shaman and took his costume and went in there to cleanse the site for them. And did, like 47 does this amazing cleansing ritual, and got the lady to walk in front of a cement truck, and then remotely turned the cement truck on, so the cement shot out and like blew her into the pit. And it's all about just setting up like weird, goofy, crazy kills. I can't remember what I did, but I made 47 say "groovy" to someone, and it was the most deadpan, just groovy. Like, oh fuck, he talks a lot. He talks a lot in 2. I guess that's the other thing they changed is he has a bunch more dialogue, and he's hilarious.
Nice.
He's so good. That's all I played. Kevin,
Matt,
what have you been up to?
well, I have been playing more Red Dead.
I've been chipping away as well.
Endless amounts of Red Dead.
Yeah. I have a little question. I don't want to talk specifics on Red Dead anymore, but do you think that game will maybe collapse under its own weight?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm starting to feel of like, I don't know if I can finish this before it has worn out its welcome.
Yeah. And that's like, I've been saying this about Rockstar games forever. It's like there's always too much. There's always so much to do that if you're the type of person like me who, oh, look, a new quest came up, I have to do this right now.
You have to. That person on the side of the road might not be there the next time.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm plugging away through chapter 3. I am fingers crossed that there's only 4 chapters in this game, but I have a feeling there's 5. Maybe more. Jesus.
I think there might. I think there's. I have no idea. This is not a spoiler, but I think there might be 6, and I know there's an epilogue.
Oh my god.
I know there's an epilogue, which whatever that means.
Yeah.
If you remember the epilogue from the first game, was
never played the first game.
Oh, you play as his son. You play as John Marston's son in the epilogue. End of the spoilers for the first game. End of the first game, John Marston dies. Cut to the epilogue. You play as his son. So the epilogue could be it could be anything. Yeah, it could be crazy. It could be same character, different. I don't know. I don't want to know.
I mean, where I'm at right now, everything is still kind of going good for the gang.
Yep.
So
yeah, you can. I think chapter 3, you can sound the seams are kind of starting to unravel in some spots. You can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting things to go bad. At least sometime soon. Probably by the end of chapter 3. Who knows? This is all speculation.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't know. It's a lot.
There's a lot. It is quite a lot. It is also good though. I'm so conflicted over it.
Yeah, I was. I told Eads this earlier, but I was playing Red Dead on Saturday, and then stopped playing to watch your stream, and you were playing Hitman. Mm-hmm. And I had not slept the night before because my back was all fucked up and I couldn't sleep. So I ended up getting a little bit of sleep in the afternoon during your stream with your calming, soothing voice in the background.
The Bob Ross of video games.
That's right.
That's what they call me.
I've heard that before, actually. And I was dreaming about you and I riding around the Old West on horseback, just doing like assassination missions
take
all
them
day
out.
long.
That it might be time for a break. I don't know. Maybe take a vacation.
No, I think it was definitely because like my subconscious could hear you talking about Hitman as I'm sleeping.
Half awake.
Yeah, it's like when you put on whale noises and those
as I always
soundtrack things when you
do.
sleep. Those things totally influence your sleep.
I have a white noise machine that I use when I sleep.
Do you?
It's really good. It's the best thing I've ever bought. The pipes in my apartment, like the heating, is so fucking loud. That thing is great. Just I'm dead to the world when that thing's on. Almost to a fault. If the fire alarm goes off in the night, I will almost certainly burn to death.
What kind of noise does a white noise machine make? It's just like
mine has like a bunch of fans, a bunch of like recordings of real fans. So if you want like whoosh 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 whoosh, but it also has like generated. I use this kind of just static. It's just kind of like and it's after like it's like 45 seconds, and you can't. It's weird because you realize you're falling asleep because you're like, the machine's off. Shit, I don't know what's going on. I can't hear the noise. And then you start thinking about it. You're like, oh no, wait, I am hearing the noise. I was hearing the noise this whole time. It's super weird.
Weird.
But they're great.
Yeah. So yeah, I played Red Dead, and we started a new / old game on the Thursday night streams, which is Ark Survival Evolved.
Dinosaurs and dangles.
Dinos and dangles.
And
Yes.
dangles.
No. Dinosaurs is too long.
I just
too many
guessed.
syllables.
I titled it because I'm an idiot in Extinction and Dangles last week. So
Yeah,
I'm in a rush and I can't think of whatever the fuck this.
I saw it on the videos page on the old Twitch channel there, and I'm like, what is
Nailed it.
huh? I'm not even playing Extinction.
How does the dinosaurs go? I don't know. I was in a rush. I had to go eat stew.
Yeah, all right. We'll give it to you. We'll give you this one. But I think the reason I wanted to play it on stream is the same reason I wanted to play Subnautica on stream. It's one of those games where I really, really want to get through it, but if I play it by myself, I will burn out on it too much because I'll put in 12-hour days on a weekend and then not want to touch it again.
Yeah.
So I figure play it on stream. We'll see how long and how far we get.
Is there an end of beat the game
Theoretically, there
type
is.
of thing? There's a story going on.
I saw one of the autofills on YouTube is Ark ending cutscene. So, I mean, should be some sort of end to it. We have a bunch of like self-appointed goals that we're going to go for. Like, we're going to try to get to max level. I don't know what that is, but we're going to try and get there. There's a bunch of bosses that you can summon and try to kill. Don't know how to do that. We're going to try and figure that out.
It's probably easy.
Yeah. There's caves that you can explore, and when you explore the cave, you get there's like a little trophy at the end of it that you can add to your base and like decorate it with.
You can get all the cave trophies.
Sure. I mean,
It's a goal. Set it on the podcast.
If we can figure it out.
It's real now.
Our starting area and my first death, second death, third death, one of the many early deaths of the playthrough was I found the mouth of a cave, and I'm like, sweet, let's go inside this cave. And before I could even get those words out of my mouth, I was being attacked by like 15 different things that had come out of the cave.
Great.
So I don't think those are early game things to do. They're probably maybe closer to the end game.
Is this like, is everyone in one world in Ark? Are you playing with other people? Can you just run into them out in the wild?
There's the official servers, which have up to, I don't even know what the cap is, but it's like a standard video game server kind of thing. You jump in, you play as long as the server's not full. You can get a spot in it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're doing just single player stuff, so
a little private server,
just local.
Nice.
We juiced up all the gather rates, so as opposed to picking up one stone off the ground every time you pick up a stone, we pick up 15.
Oh, sure.
So
yeah,
just
speed it up a little bit.
Speed it up, cut up some of that just pointless gathering shit.
What's the poop rate set at? You pooping more than you should?
We did double the poop rate.
That's good. Yeah, you have to.
But we can't figure out what the force poop button is. We tried to figure it out and then got killed by a raptor.
Happened. Who amongst us cannot say
Yes.
that's happened to them?
So yeah, we did about little less than 2 hours on Thursday because you went long, which is fine. I mean,
Not saying.
I don't remember what you were playing, but
Neither do I.
yeah, it was something that you had to finish something up. But yeah, no big deal. But
Dragon Age.
I don't remember. But yeah, we died. I rewatched it and we died 10 times, which is a lot.
About 2 hours.
It's a lot, yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to work a death timer. It seems complicated, so maybe I'll just like put a death timer on there or a death counter with the number.
Whiteboard, physical whiteboard,
Physical
in the
whiteboard.
room with you. That just
Minutes since last death.
yeah.
Yeah, we have gone this many minutes without a death to a raptor. But yeah, I'm surprised, really surprised at how much fun I had playing that game on stream.
Thought you were gonna hate it.
I didn't think I was gonna hate it. I just wasn't sure. Like going into it, I wasn't sure how like long I was gonna want to play it because I wasn't sure it was gonna be entertaining for me.
Yeah.
But getting into it, and I think it might have something to do with the extracurriculars that I partook in before the stream.
Oh.
Being in Canada,
Right.
with the legalization of
Crystal methamphetamine.
crystal methamphetamines. No, like for the entire Final Fantasy VI and actually for a big of the tail end of Subnautica, for some reason whether it was a setup thing or I just didn't have time before the stream started.
To smoke legal marijuana.
Yes,
we're talking
to
about.
smoke legal marijuana.
Yes, I understand.
But yeah, for Ark, I
This man got high.
got pretty damn high.
Hell yeah.
And just added that extra level to the game that it needs.
Say no more. I feel you.
So yeah, I was actually considering throwing on the stream sometime this weekend because I was jonesing to play some more. I had so much fun. And then I fucked my back up, so I couldn't sit in my gaming chair and scratch that.
Yep.
So yeah, I know your streaming schedule might be a little fucked this week.
It's probably gonna be a little fucked this week.
So if it's fucked, maybe I'll jump on tonight.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll see what happens.
Hell yeah. Rack up them deaths.
That's right.
Get that death counter going. You play
Yeah,
anything else?
That's all I played. Actually, no, I did play. I haven't pretty much since the Extra Life stream. I've been playing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on the tablet there. Sometime in between last show and this show, I finally got all the cards for my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck.
Blue Eyes White Dragon! He held his hand up above his head and I screamed it, but he didn't scream it.
Yeah,
He did the pose. You couldn't see it at home. But
it's funny because
those are black eyes, red eyes, black dragon.
Red
That's
Eyes
garbage.
Black Dragon.
I know.
Yeah,
Garbage.
nuts
Joey.
compared to
I don't
Blue
even think
Eyes.
it's rare, is it? It's just a shit card.
No, it's just as rare as Blue Eyes for some
What?
reason. Yep.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, so my deck is pretty good. I can, if everything goes according to plan, I can summon 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons on turn 1.
Damn.
And yeah, use that to stomp face.
Seto Kevin over here.
That's what they call me.
Because the Seto Kaiba had the
I will
the blue
say,
eyes.
and I don't know if I should say this, but I will say this. There has been more than one time where I was playing the game and sitting like in my house by myself, just playing, something going on in the background, and there's that moment and you got to draw and you scream at the top of your lungs, "The heart of the cards!"
Gotta believe.
And
Have to believe.
yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but every time you gotta try.
That's true. The heart of the cards. Sometimes she goes.
Yeah,
You didn't believe enough. It
Sometimes
didn't
she
work.
goes,
That's
that
very
must
true.
be it. That must be it. Fuck,
That's very true.
I gotta work on my belief.
Faith is
Yeah.
what you need to be better at Yu-Gi-Oh. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up here? Part 1?
You guys ain't speedrunning Red Dead Redemption?
No,
I
I'm
just
slow
looked up
running
the-
Red Dead Redemption.
Fastest time.
How fast?
Just under 15 hours.
Ooh.
Matthew of England, as of just a couple hours ago.
my boy, Matthew.
Oh.
Matthew, my boy.
My boy.
That's really the what the holy fuck the fastest
any
you can
percent
possibly do it.
No mission skip, I think it was. Yeah.
No mission skip. That must not include strangers.
Probably not, no.
That's
It's just
insane.
streamlined story.
dude.
15 hours.
That's nuts.
Yep.
And that's
I better-
knowing what to do.
I better get cooking on that story. Holy fuck. Let's go for a quick break and just think about how long Red Dead really is. We'll see you here on the other side of this musical break.
Nice.
Hey, Ernie. How are you, buddy? How can you be in the call if you are here in the studio? Physically with us, you may join us in the call. I'm afraid that's the only way. We only record local, sir. Welcome. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're on our break. I'm going to go grab a quick pee. My friend Kevin would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
All right, let me let's get this. You want to unhook that for me? Let's play a little Star Wars here with everyone on stream. I don't know how well this is going to work. I assume it's going to work terribly. So we are currently farming. We are currently farming T3M4 shards, so that we can unlock Jedi Knight Revan the next time he comes around, which should be in like 3 or 4 months. So we got 5. That's pretty good. We're gonna do a couple of resets here. Spend a little bit of our gems and and get everything we can here.
That's the good stuff.
We need to get our boy T3 here up to 7 stars.
It's a 7-star game.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we are at, what are we at? We're at 53 of 100. So we're more than halfway there on the last star. So that's it. That's Star Wars. It's about as long as you have to play. Couple seconds here, couple seconds there.
No problem, no problem.
Oh shit, no, there's raid going on. Hold on. More things we got to do.
Oh, okay, bring it back.
Oh no, it's just registration. Raid's tomorrow.
Gotta register to go raid.
Yeah, you got to let everyone know you're going to be there.
How do I...
Can't just show up to a raid without registering.
How do I remove to expose the adhesive? Oh, there we go. I got it. Got it.
I think
Got
this
it.
is Bryce.
in the studio.
Didn't put on the lens. Ah, yes. No, way too high.
What did you just do?
Put some tape.
Oh,
Just a little bit.
it's a little bit of tape.
Just a little bit of tape. Hopefully it tapes stuff.
It doesn't have a good surface area on the camera itself to stick on too.
No.
And every time I take it off to bring that exact camera upstairs, it probably fucks it up. The adhesive loses its adhesion.
What can I tell you? With a budget of $0, I think I did pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Yeah, that'll do.
This is a nicer studio than the one I had in Grand Prairie at the radio
A
station.
little askew.
That's probably true.
It totally is true. We did get a new one right as I was leaving. They got a new one, but holy fuck, was that place a dump? When's the next long weekend?
Christmas.
Fuck. What's everybody get for Christmas? Let's record some. Let's get some podcasts in the hole for the inevitable Christmas break. No one can make it show.
Just record some fun instead.
Yeah, let's record some fun.
Yeah,
well,
'cause won't
that's
be
what I
any
want to
video
do.
game
That's what I want to
news.
do.
Yeah,
Saturday,
sure.
Saturday, Sunday should be fine
That's what I
because
wanna do is,
Christmas is
like-
on a Tuesday this year, which really fucks everything up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get Saturday, Sunday off, and then work on Monday, and then get Tuesday, Wednesday off.
Nice.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get a couple. I want to get like a honey heist in the bank or something. Something in the bank so that when we miss a week, we can be like, "Here's this thing we made," and we don't actually miss a week.
I'm super stoked for Guild Master's Guide to Ravnica.
Oh, that's coming out in like what, the next how many months?
2 days.
2
What is
days.
What is it?
That's the campaign setting.
So-
the official D&D campaign setting for Ravnica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
I'm not crazy. Ravnica's not mine. not my fave.
And they're doing miniatures for it too. You can get Niv Mizzet. Mizzet.
I don't know. That was just fucking. That was even the one. That was even like the one I read was the Ravnica block, the original, the first of 10 or whatever.
Yeah. There's 8.
I don't know. I like generic fantasy so that you can just make up anything, and because you can come and think you're like, well, the Ravnica doesn't really have these or whatever. We'll kind of shoehorn it in a little bit.
I think
I like the
it's
generic, like
you can shoehorn anything in.
anything's possible.
It's just
man.
it gives you that base, that
yeah.
baseline of okay, these are the factions. And
It's
everything.
just a whole new like map to learn. It's a whole new map to learn, a whole new history to know, a whole new set of factions.
Well, only one person needs to know that, really. Everyone asks questions.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
I
but
suppose.
I always found it very confusing as a player to go into a campaign setting that you have no idea what's going on.
Totally,
Yeah,
because
that
your
was rough
character
for
would know.
The 2 people who had no idea what Ravnica was.
Yeah.
Your character would kind of have an idea.
I mean,
of it.
I had almost no idea what Ravnica was. I read a little bit of the backstory to it, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, there's a bunch of guilds, and they
Yeah.
They do stuff.
They all they all pull on the guild pact, but equally at separate angles, so it kind of balances everything out.
Yeah.
Although they demolished the guild pact, but then remade it, but then made it bad, so got rid of it, and then it became a plain.
Yeah, because they made it wasn't magical, and that no one was bound to it, so they're just doing whatever the fuck they
Oh
wanted.
yeah, it was just like a gentleman's. It was like a handshake for a while. We're like, yeah, we'll just agree to do nice things.
And then nope.
Yeah.
And now Jace is the guild pack, and everything's fine.
Yeah,
Until we assassinate him in session 1.
Yeah, you could deal with planeswalkers. Level 3, boom. Mission 1.
What level's a planeswalker? Like level
You got
11 or 12.
I'd ballpark them at like 14, 15.
Ah.
At least
can they-
in standard D&D lore, the
Can they stop
levels
time?
16 to 20 is your like planes.
Yeah, plane shift.
You're
When you get
str-
that spell.
You're strong enough
yeah, I
to
guess.
be
Yeah.
considered a threat to things on other planes at the 16
Yeah.
to 20 level.
It's but there's so many planeswalkers now. There used to be like back in my day, there was like 5 or 6. It was like Karn, Urza, that weird spider balloon head man from
Mirari,
Mirrodin.
the Memnarch.
Memnarch, yeah, Memnarch was one. Oh, I didn't realize the Mirari became one.
No, Mirari is Memnarch.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, great. That doesn't. Those are from 2 different sets. How did that possibly come together? I guess if you are a planeswalker, you can.
Mirari was in the first set, and then Memnarch was in the second set.
Mirari was
Mirari's
Odyssey.
in, like, yeah. And then on a different plane of existence,
Yeah.
Mirrodin, somehow Mirari is.
I think he could he was doing something. It was like the blink moth juice. If you drink the blink moth juice, you can see into other planes or some shit. But it made him crazy.
Yeah, Blink Moth.
Yeah, because Odyssey, the symbol for Odyssey was the
That
Mirari.
Mirari in.
What's that? What's that? Is Mirari's wake in?
Apocalypse?
Mirari's Wake was in Judgment.
I'm sure Mirari's like the set before. So.
It was same block.
Yeah.
Odyssey is literally the picture for the set. Odyssey is the Mirari.
Yep.
All right, you might be right.
And I'm pretty sure it's the Memnarch, but maybe it's also part of Karn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Magic Lore's weird.
What theirs is both the brothers I think became
don't
planeswalkers.
care
right?
about
Urza
that.
Well, one
and
died, so
Did
or
he?
he's ahead and frozen or dead. I don't know.
Mishra.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, Odyssey.
Man, I know a lot of useless fantasy shit.
Oh yeah.
So much.
It's not useless at all. You can win conversations with idiots like me about
Nerd-
what set
nerd
Mirari came out in.
Woo.
Let's come on back here, talk about some news. What do you guys say?
I like news.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Let's start with full disclosure, I typed these up in an awful rush today.
Oh geez.
Let's start with this PlayStation 5 nonsense. We've been here for a good long while now that the PlayStation 5 has been rumored. The Sony has kind of been like, yeah, we're totally working on the next generation, because of course they are. People have been saying they get dev kits. There are kind of enough rumors, and they are sort of getting specific enough now that we're going to run them here on the podcast. Apparently, here's what the rumor mill has churned out. Okay, and this is so. Cut for a sec. Pause for a sec. Part of the story as well. Sony not going to be at E3 this year.
What?
Huge bombshell. These two stories, I think, fit together like a puzzle. It's you'll see. It's beautiful. So Sony not going to be at E3 this year. Allegedly. Again, allegedly, this happened on the weekend. We haven't had official comment yet. That makes sense. Not going to be there at E3. There's going to be a small reveal for the PS5 mid-2019, apparently. Then they're going to have a full reveal at their newly revamped PSX event, which did not happen this year. They did not do their PSX event this year. They had, remember their E3 show was, it was very different. It was like moving venues, and they were trying some new shit. And I think here they are again trying some more new shit via E3. But the long and the short of it, we're apparently going to see it mid-2019. We'll hear about it PSX, which I think is in the fall, if I remember, like late August, early September, maybe. Although everything could change. That show's been gone for a year, so they can change anything they want now. They change the dates, change whatever they want. Flipping the page to the no Sony at E3. Which totally makes sense if you are gearing up for a big concert reveal at your own show. It makes sense to
Yeah, you don't want to
Just
go to
skip
E3 and then potentially risk getting overshadowed by something else. I mean, you're probably not going to be overshadowed with a console release, but
yeah, unless
But just not
Still-
going at all. Don't you got like Final Fantasy 16 to show off or some shit? Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah, still not out. Kingdom Hearts 3,
it's supposed to be coming out
February.
soonish. TM.
Yeah.
allegedly TM,
TM.
soonish trademark.
But never.
I completely forgot what I was even saying.
Sony not coming to things because of reasons.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna skip E3, show your PS5, and like you say, so when you say you don't want to be overshadowed by something, what if PS5 is the Xbox One X of PlayStation? What if it is a more powerful piece of hardware? Yes. that plays all PlayStation 4 games. Also, all PlayStation 4 games work on PS5, vice versa.
Well, then you can't call it PS5.
They just play Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Basically, they just play Blu-ray games.
It's like the Pro.
It would be like the Pro, yes, absolutely. But One X is a huge step from One. The Pro is like kind of a smaller, a very small step. It turns out, which I am kind of surprised that. I'm kind of surprised the PS5 is the term they're throwing around.
Yeah.
Like I totally envision a world where apparently not this next gen, however many generations down the line, it's just the PlayStation. It's just the Xbox. All games work all the time. Some of them run better on the newer ones that have more power, like they do on One X and shit. Some of them run like total garbage. They're basically just PCs
That
of varying
doesn't
power.
give everyone a reason to buy the new one. They want to give them a reason to buy the new one.
The reason to buy the new one is, oh my god, look how much farther you can see in Red Dead. Wow, look at the load times in WWE.
But I don't
aren't
need it.
12
I'm
minutes
going to
this
play
year.
on my 4 generations old just because it's going to work fine.
You're still buying their games.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
I guess they'll
That
be
is-
like a phone then.
That's
Yeah.
all they care about.
Yeah.
Every single, except for Nintendo, apparently. Everybody takes a loss on hardware. Nintendo's the one weird outlier. So as long as you're buying their games, I'm sure they don't give a fuck.
I guess.
I have a statement. Everyone loves those. As the industry evolves, Sony Interactive Entertainment continues to look for inventive opportunities to engage the community. PlayStation fans mean the world to us, and we always want to innovate, think differently, and experiment with new ways to delight gamers. As a result, we have decided not to participate in E3 2019. We are exploring new and familiar ways to engage our community in 2019.
Snapchat?
That's a weird statement.
We are exploring new and familiar ways.
Yeah, the familiar way is
We're exploring them.
PSX.
Yeah.
The new way is, I don't know.
Newspaper campaigns?
Like PlayStation Direct. Like do like Nintendo does, and like here's your 40-minute video on our website. We don't need to spend millions of dollars and bring all these people to a place and have a crowd and have people like, woo, Kingdom Hearts, or whatever the fuck whatever they're screaming about this year. Just give us a video.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of a bummer for the folks who wanted to experience that E3, like the kind of not what it used to be, but the press show. You know,
Yeah.
I
Mob
get
mentality. And
as someone who snuck
being in
his
the
way
room.
into that show with a bunch of people and microphones, as like I am rubbing shoulders with real game journalists. This is pretty cool. It sucks that people won't be able to do that anymore. That said, it was really hard and really expensive to do, so maybe that's for the best. Kev, Final Fantasy 15 is a video game.
Yes, it is.
Did you play? Did you finish Final Fantasy 15?
Yeah, I finished Final Fantasy 15.
You remember the DLC that was going to come out after that was going to kind of make the story make sense and like fill in the gaps between the movie and the story, and it was going to complete the game?
As somebody who does own the season pass of that game, yes, I do know what you're talking about.
So
Ooh.
Square Enix had a stream, an announcement stream. I didn't watch this, so I'm just going to kind of summarize probably very poorly. So forgive me for any inaccuracies, but they had a stream and they had very special announcement from Final Fantasy creator Hajime Tabata. Tabata, pardon me. Blah. And that's all they said. Very special announcement. Just
I would get
tune in
excited.
later.
I would get
Yeah,
excited.
totally. Fuck yeah. The special announcement was the DLC they were working on is canceled. Hajime has left Square Enix, and there will never be another piece of Final Fantasy 15 content again. Luminous Productions, that was the team he kind of built. They're going to stay at Square, I guess. They're going to kind of stay as a unit and work on, I don't know, The Quiet Man 2, I guess. I'm not sure. Have you guys heard anything about The Quiet Man?
Nope.
It may be the most poorly made video game of all time. It truly,
Like on purpose?
no self-awareness at all. It was a thing, they showed it at E3. Square had it. They had a video trailer where I remember I think OJ and I watched it, and it was like, I don't know, it was a weird, there was like sound and the sound cut out and like a deaf guy beat some thugs up. It sounds like amazingly terrible. I almost have to play it because it is so fucking incredibly bad.
They've got you.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff Square Enix is getting out there. Hitman, no thanks. We don't want that. Take your independence, IOI Interactive.
I mean, like they have like, and
Quiet Man for us, please.
you hear about this. This is only the last phase of the DLC. They already have put out I don't know how many different DLC packs, but there are a few that are out already.
Some did make it out the door.
Yeah. But the only thing is, and I actually looked into this story a little bit independently, and it's been a number of years since I've played the game, but the DLC that they cut was based on 2 of the characters in the game to like expand their backstories, and one of the characters whose DLC got cut was the female lead of the entire game.
Oh, good, great.
So
the queen,
yeah,
what's her face? Yeah,
the princess who you're spending the whole game trying to meet up with, and then
magically has light powers for some reason.
I mean, that made sense.
She's
for sure.
But
Final Fantasy.
But yeah, it just, and spoiler for game X years old. I don't even know when it came out. 2014, I think it was.
2015, maybe 2015 or 16.
Yeah, but definitely wasn't 2016. This is definitely probably 2015. Yeah, at that point. But yeah, so you kind of meet up with her, and when you finally meet up with her, she immediately gets killed.
Oh no!
So does she?
Yeah,
I played a lot of that game.
Not enough.
So yeah, like a lot of the people who have been sticking around and like playing the DLC as it comes out and doing all like were excited when the level cap went up from 100 to 130. Like these people are all
almost 2017, November 26th, November 29th, 2016. That's late. That's barely
2016 game of the year.
Yeah, just turned 2.
But yeah, so everybody who's been like staying with the game throughout these 2 years and really excited for finally wrapping up the story of one of the lead characters of the game, all those people get nothing now.
Yeah.
No.
This, I guess, Final Fantasy 15 was a giant tire fire. It sounds like Tabata got it out the door somehow, some amazing way. This game should have never existed. And so the fact that he, it kind of sounds like it drove him crazy to read some of the interviews. It maybe isn't super surprising.
I mean, the game itself was very, very good.
Yeah. Apparently, it was not a Final Fantasy game until like the very last stage of production.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Speaking of DLCs getting canceled, you guys remember? It'd be a few months ago now. We talked about Lawbreakers was shutting down. It's kind of that first-person shooter. One Cliff Bleszinski, Cliffy B, dude huge. The man what brought us Gears of War.
Gears of War? It's my favorite game.
You've heard of that?
Oh my.
Gears of War was pretty good. Gears of War was an industry shaker at the time. Absolutely. It was
perfectly average.
It was, well, now it is, yes. It was the first third-person kind of snap-to-cover shooter.
Yeah.
Anyways, Cliffy B went on to make his own studio, Boss Key. They did Lawbreakers. And Lawbreakers shut down as the Boss Key. And Cliffy B should maybe know better. This is all a Twitter argument. Maybe don't read too much into this. I pulled this headline. He says he's never going to make another video game. Somebody got at him on Twitter, and I just pulled these to read. He said the person who is taking umbrage with Cliffy B says, you all won't refund players who stuck with you all and spent money for you all to keep up the content. Cliff, I looked up to you during the Gears of War days and sad to see you where you're at. Wish you'd come back. Now all that money is wasted. Cliffy B responds. He says, I paid my employees, their 401ks, and their health care even months after the studio folded so they could take care of their families. I didn't make a salary for myself for 2 years. I get you're sad, but God, this kind of shit is another reason I am never making another game. And immediately one of the animators from Bosky chimed in and said, my severance was only 3 weeks. Months must be getting shorter and shorter in retirement. So,
and this is the most bullshit statement ever, because I hate it when CEOs of companies or like higher ups in companies
I don't get paid.
Try to make the bullshit claim like I don't take a salary. No, you don't take a salary because you can directly deposit money from the company into your bank account. And it's not a salary.
Yes. When you liquidate that company,
yes,
all that money is going to you. I totally the thing to take away is he's never making another game, which I maybe believe. Cliffy B has always rubbed me the wrong way. You know, I don't like seeing people go to business. Obviously, he's hardworking devs, etc., etc., etc. I think Cliffy B's a huge douche. I think Cliffy B. I honestly think that Cliffy B thought people should buy Lawbreakers because he made Gears of War. Because he thinks that he alone is the reason that. And again, this is me projecting onto him.
Yeah.
I've never talked to him. He's probably a really nice guy, but this is totally how he comes off with shit. All this is that he's the Shakespeare of video games. You should just see the name Cliffy B and buy it.
Is
and
he
know it's good.
self-proclaimed Cliffy B, or
He's self-proclaimed dude huge. I don't know why Cliffy B got made popular.
Is he a big dude, or is like
no,
this dude
no,
huge thing?
It's an ironic dude huge.
No.
Yeah, it's like swag. You remember when OJ was calling himself swag for a little bit there?
I mean, OJ does have a lot of swag though.
Yeah, I have an irrational kind of hate for Cliffy for Cliffy B.
Yeah.
Gears of War was fine, but like Kevin says, like
There's nothing wrong with irrational hate.
it was a long time ago, dude. It was a long time ago. Lawbreakers was a shitty video game. You know why it failed? It was a bad game.
No, it's just because people didn't trust that his name was so important.
And then to get out there and be like, go fuck yourself. I'm a good person. I am a philanthropist, and that's why you're not getting your money back. And then to immediately have someone be like, well, I didn't get a full, like, that's a lie. That's a lie. I didn't get a full month severance. So
that's pretty funny, actually.
I
mean, not funny for the guy who didn't get paid,
but see how it feeds into his persona that I have maybe constructed in my own head.
And shouldn't he know that? I mean, Cliffy B is not the Cliffy B of video games. Hideo Kojima is the Cliffy B of video games.
That's you're goddamn right. The Shakespeare.
Yes.
Or the
Renaissance man.
Yeah, I shouldn't have so much anger in my life. I'm sorry, Cliffy. Anyways, Botsky is shut down. He's never making another game. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Do I have anything else? Telltale Games shutting down. That is now official. They had kind of a skeleton crew in there to finish a few things up. And that is November the 30th. Health benefits for everybody ends, so I would assume they're probably not working today past the 30th.
Has any of those other episodes come out yet for season 4?
Not yet. I think episode 2 came out as kind of scheduled because that was like right at the end. I don't think 3 has not come out yet. No, there's still, as far as we know, Skybound, the games division of Skybound picked it up.
But who knows when it's actually gonna make it out?
Yeah,
if it ever does.
And they're still like thinking they're gonna get the whole team together somehow, and
which is ridiculous.
Don't know, it'd be amazing if it happened.
Yeah,
it'd be so amazing. That's all the news I have. Podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address where you should write in your emails or drop them on our subreddit r/talkingreckless. I feel really bad for maybe being so angry towards Cliffy B. I don't know. Just because I think he's a douchebag doesn't mean you should think he's a douchebag. Make your own opinions. Make your own opinions about him.
Read all the things about him.
Yes.
Come to your own independent conclusion about how much of a douchebag he is.
Look, at least 2 sources. Come on now.
I have some essays that I want to send you.
I came up with my own independent conclusion about the nature of Treebeard over this last week.
Yes, which is the funniest shit. The most perfect stoner. It all fits together so beautifully.
People were talking in chat about like Eads was playing. What were you playing at the time?
Dragon Age,
and he was talking to some treants, and like Treebeard, they'd kind of talk slow in
rhyme. These ones talked in rhyme.
Yeah. So Eads was doing his best Treebeard voice.
It's pretty good. I
thought it was pretty impressive.
If we was making fun of it.
And some people in chat started like putting out these Treebeard statements, and here's me like. Hadn't heard any of this before in my life. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, like Treebeard is like the kind of person who should be like one of the elder gods to all the pot smokers, because he's totally mellow all the time. He takes his time with everything. You know, he constantly he had a pipe. In the movies.
Very in tune with nature.
Exactly.
Makes sense. We should start calling people who smoke weed ents. We should start calling them because they're kind of slow.
We should do that.
We should get some kind of like a place for them to hang. Let's start a subreddit. We should call it the forest because all the ents live.
Hold on, better yet. How about instead of the forest, we just cut it down, because there's things in the forest that don't count.
Oh yeah, that's totally
right. There's like animals, we don't care about them. There's like little bushes, we don't care about them. What about trees?
I love it. It's way shorter too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go start that up. Nobody steal. It was this like he independently came to the so that already exists on all of Reddit is the joke. Like yes, our trees is the pot smokers forum and the users are called Ents and like just independently came to the same joke like 15 years too slow.
I was pretty impressed with myself, and when Ed started calling me out on the stream, I'm like, no way, man, you can't be serious. And then I started looking it up and like, whoa.
It's times like that we like need a prop joint that we can just like podcast talkingreckless.com is an email address, or again the subreddit is r/talkingreckless. Duncan wrote in, says happy 250
ish.
Woo.
250ish 250th-ish. In the past, people were buried with items they would need in the afterlife. What would you want buried with you so you could use it in the hereafter?
I think number one, I don't know how many items we're allowed to get. I mean, you could get buried
anything
in
you can fit in your
big
your
coffin,
crypt,
right?
I think it's everything in the crypt.
Oh,
with
okay,
you,
so it's
kinda.
even bigger.
Yeah. Well, but it depends on how big of a crypt you
Well,
can
I mean, that's
afford.
why all the pharaohs were buried with all their servants, right?
Exactly,
Because they
yeah.
can't be expected to do anything of themselves
Well, yeah.
in the afterlife.
It's not like they're going to suddenly learn how to cook for themselves once they're dead.
Exactly.
They need the cooks there.
Yeah, exactly. I think number one on my list would be a two-headed coin.
Like a double face,
Yeah.
two heads on the coin.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I think because no matter if you're going upstairs or downstairs, I think a two-headed coin would be extremely useful, either to con God or to con the devil.
It's a good answer. Yeah, I was going to bring like a how to play chess really well, like a chess for dummies, something I could like study for some of eternity. And they're like, all right, Death or whoever, all right, Peter, let's do this.
It's like, I don't know. It depends on the afterlife.
It's
Is
very
it heaven,
true.
hell? Like,
It's very true.
did the Egyptians just believe it was blank? So you got to bring all your shit.
I would bring.
You gotta be entertained.
Okay, real talk. If it's like you're leaving for a place tomorrow, afar off, you're leaving for the afterlife, you're leaving for a far off place, what are you gonna bring? I'm bringing my beard brush because Jesus, this thing is a mess without that brush. What else am I bringing? I probably don't need to brush my teeth. I'm sure that takes care of itself.
But wouldn't your beard take care of itself then?
No,
also?
it'd still be
Yeah.
great. It would be in like good. It would never fall out or like deteriorate, but it would be like crazy poofy, sticking out. It's probably. I feel like the afterlife is probably pretty dry.
So
pretty
what if it's like
some nice conditioner
like
maybe
you get snapshotted the moment you die, and that's what you look like in the afterlife? So
forever.
it's entirely possible that your beard could be
It's like
just
wrestling,
completely
how
messed up.
The Mohawks never ever get knocked over because they're just stuck like that. Would you bring Colin?
Well, if people are items and you don't
That
objectify
counts.
people.
The pharaohs took people.
Pharaohs, but
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Would
Bryce
you bring
goes,
slaves?
Colin's still
Slaves.
alive. Better kill him.
Better, yeah.
Gotta take
He's
them
gotta
with
get
me.
buried in there with you.
Gotta bring like all the sex toys, the lubricant.
Okay, again, we don't have that much room. We only have one crypt worth of room. Half the sex toys, man. A quarter of the sex
Or
toys.
the sex toys. This is stuff you can fit in a little duffel bag.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Clean socks, dry
Yeah,
socks.
you got to keep it discreet.
I'll bring dry socks. You know what sounds like
Gotta hide
true
under the
hell?
underpants.
Wet socks for all eternity.
I could
Never
get.
having a pair
I
of
could
dry
think
socks.
of probably some worse.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
I think too tight shoes for all of eternity.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be really bad.
Yeah, I'd rather have a good, fitting pair of shoes that are always wet than like a too tight.
I'm gonna just go
set of
barefoot.
shoes,
Probably.
yeah.
Wet shoes.
I mean, it depends. If you're upstairs, then you can take your shoes off. But if you're downstairs, then nope.
I feel like taking your shoes off in upstairs
In
would
heaven?
be bad. You just can't.
Just disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, wow, well, everyone here gets exactly one strike, and that was yours. So, see ya.
See, no, that's the American way of thinking about heaven.
That's
Because,
the American heaven.
Yeah, American heaven. Everybody leaves their shoes on. You walk into other people's heavens
So-
with your shoes on, and it
So
doesn't matter.
Dusty all the time. It's a weird thing.
Canadian heaven, everybody takes their shoes off.
Yep.
And it's just the grounds are made of pillows.
Yeah, it's really, really chill, real
Yeah.
friendly.
Much-
Everybody's welcome.
Much more comfortable.
Or if you think of it, something selfish you want to take away from the world.
Oh,
Like,
Yes.
like my internet history. That's everything on the cloud is coming with me that was involved with me.
everything about you. Just remove yourself from human
Yeah,
existence.
it's too embarrassing. Get it out of here.
I don't really know. If I had to bring one thing, it'd be like a fresh start. Maybe I'm making leave this stuff here.
Yeah, it's
Maybe some-
maybe you don't need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe it turns out you super need it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. It was the answer was rubber boots. We should have brought rubber boots, and we're
I
all.
need your glasses. Can't see without my
That's a
glasses.
good answer.
Yeah. Rubber boots and the toothbrush.
What the teeth? It turns out don't last after death. What the fuck? It was the one thing.
No.
Podcast at talkingreckless.com is an email address. Or again, join us here on the subreddit. Not. I don't know why that came out like that. Join us on the subreddit r/talkingreckless. I would bring a shit chair. I guarantee there are no shit chairs in heaven.
Gotta keep
You gotta-
Only ropes.
Only ropes. That's right. That's all I gotta say. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. Kevin, thank you very much for being here and sitting in this chair. It's gotta be rough on the old back.
Tough.
It's I put in a lot of couch time, a lot of relaxation time over the last couple of days.
It's big of you for the show
So-
to get ready for the show.
Yeah, no, it really helped. Might be a little stiff in the morning, but we'll deal with it.
See how it goes.
Worst case, I'll call in sick to work.
Yeah, it gets you something I read that. Bryce, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure
For
to have you.
hosting.
You gotta play like 600 more board games for next week so we can
Shit.
get the
I'll
cold
just bring
notes.
Keyforge in. We'll play it live.
Oh, okay, that'd be fun. We could do that.
Right?
Yeah, have somebody could like air camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
and-
you guys remember like you probably remember Magic on like ESPN5 where like the camera would zoom way down into the red zone. We could totally do that. And you at home, thanks for joining us. We're gonna see you here in 1 week. It'll be the 251st-ish edition of the Talking Reckless podcast. Keep it 35. Scene.
Have you been keeping it 35? Has it improved your life?
No. So I don't have a stool, but like I can't figure out, can you achieve the position without like, is there like a leaning
No, leaning
Like-
doesn't count because
or
you
like,
need
can
to
you-
keep the colon.
in a
Yeah.
nice straight line?
In
I
a-
watched
in
the
the nice
video.
straight
Like
I
holding
watched,
your
yeah.
legs up
I
doesn't
watched
work.
the video. I want to try it. I
Like
don't
our
know.
trash can is like just high enough, but I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, I definitely want to try it. I just want to see if I notice a difference because I
Yeah.
watched that video with the unicorn and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sort of believing this now.
This might be a thing.
Unicorn. Well, the unicorn would never lie to you.
And I saw her poop. Na 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 na. Now I'm a believer. It's actually exactly that one. The unicorn never lied to me.
Was
Did
it
you-
Rainbow Poops?
Yeah, did you watch that thing?
No, I-
it's
makes me
really,
want that
it's
one.
really fucking funny. It's a commercial for the Squatty Potty.
Oh, okay.
It's the real TV commercial.
Oh.
Yeah, and it shows like a demonstration with the unicorn of like, this is like, oh, your colon's all fucked this way, but like, look how it is with this thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
I just,
Yep. Turn your
I just brain got blown up from all that
turn that
unicorn poop.
turn that rock hard frozen ice cream into smooth flowing froyo. I'm gonna turn the stream off. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everybody. We're gonna be back on tomorrow. It's gonna get a little weird this week with the scheduling, but we'll figure it out like we always do. Bye bye for now. This week.